welcome to Officer 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the area of accounting and financial management for bankers. I hope we are having a good day, everyone. So, what are we going to talk about today? Today, we are going to talk about some easy and good topics. The topic that we are talking about is called computerized accounting. In the area of banking, now, recently computers have entered. Yes, it's not, I said recent because not much time has passed. Because the system software and everything was introduced recently. A few, I would say 10 to 15 years ago, the things really started. Manual things were moved towards the digital area, and that is how the need for this came up. है ना? Done. चलिए. Now, let's move on to the questions based upon this. So we have moved forward than company accounts. Here comes the first question. Computerized accounting. So now the things have come to AI, but again, AI in terms of banking sector is a little less, as AI is in its primitive stages, and to put AI into the specific area is definitely a difficult task, right? Because ultimately the bankers are definitely required. Otherwise, what will happen? The AI will take over the things, and you don't know who's the user of it and how these things can be used. So it is better that the business works in a specific manner only. Done. Chaliye. Now, when we talk about the computerized working, what do they say? It allows the handwritten reports for a personal touch. No, the handwritten reports are not required anymore. Reports can be generated only for the basic accounting tasks. No, various informative reports can be generated out of it. Yes, that's one particular thing, that you can generate n number of reports out of it as and when it is required. Reports are limited to standard financial statements. The reports are actually of every types: long form audit report, TDS reports, TDS submissions, GST submissions, income tax submissions. Everything is required. This is very, very normal for any organization to do it. Okay? This is definitely not something which is abnormal. Done? चलिए. Now let's look at the next question. What do you mean by the term data? But in the book they have written the term data, information, all these things. What's going to be the answer? Information about obtained from sources, source documents, fact, observations, assumptions, or occurrences. Then the next point is financial statements prepared for decision making, transactions recorded in ledgers. What's going to be the answer according to you? See, data is the raw form, है ना? And if I talk about information, information is the final form, है ना? One is data and one is information. So in this case, information obtained from the source documents, facts, observations, assumptions, or occurrences. Financial statements prepared for decision making, or transactions recorded in ledgers. When we talk about data, data is basically the raw form. You cannot get anything out of it till the time you don't really put it into specific areas altogether. In terms of studying, understanding, all those things all together, everyone. Done? So what's going to be the answer? The answer is D. Now comes the next question. What does the data file consist of? Computerized accounting, everyone. A compilation of financial statements, a group of unrelated data items, related data records maintained in pre-arranged order, or a list of transactions recorded in journals. What's going to be the answer? See, when we talk about data file is something which is uh, related data, unrelated data. What do we put in it? The data is related to the specific area of studies only. Na? The data that we are putting in is related to the area of the working of the organization. How do they exactly treat this particular details and all? Hai na? So in this case, these are basically data is basically when studied in terms of the studying area, it is related. For example, if you and I are studying specific part of the business, then we need to know how to relate the things. If I tell you that we are studying AFM and with AFM you cannot study any other subject, then probably I'll be wrong, because this particular area is covering at least a few related topics as well. For example, we have a few things which are there in the RBWM, a few things we can still relate in terms of PPP. So when we talk about the AFM altogether, na, it is not completely unrelated. So data in terms of working towards the information, it has to be a related one. Then related data records maintained by the in a prearranged order. Done, everyone? So when we define this area of data, na, you need to understand how the data works. How it is actually working is something that will give you the information out of it. If I tell you I've got 100 marks in this, 10 marks in this, 20 marks in this, whatever marking scheme I'm telling you, this will not give you a conclusive proof of what exactly my performance is. Till the time you don't sit down and relate it to the previous years, or at least try to understand the current year trend. है ना? Done, everyone? So let's move on to the next point. Let's go on and talk about the next question, everyone. The next question relates to the area of what is the main difference between computerized and manual accounting systems? Computerized systems are more accurate than manual. Is that true? Manual systems are faster. No, it takes a lot of time to go for the manual systems. Data stored in computers are not visible in computerized systems. The data stored in computers is visible. That is why we can retrieve the data as well. Manual systems require less training than computerized system. वैसे manual require more training, because in terms of computerized it is better. One of the major differences is that the data stored in computers are not visible in computer systems. One of the main differences is it is more accurate. It has to be A. The accuracy is more in A. The answer here is wrong. And yes, this is also true. The data stored in computers are not visible in computerized systems because it is written into servers. That's one of the differences. It is in the servers now. So partially, I think both are correct. So in this case, I cannot say only one of them is correct. Both are correct because when you don't put the data in the computers anymore, in terms of data, it is through Finacle, banks, whatever computer software you're using, everything is going into that software. It is not kept anywhere else. So in this case, it is the data stored in computers are not visible in computerized systems. What is the benefit of feeding the data into the computerized accounting system? It increases the complexity of the system. It eliminates the need for specialized reports. It automatically completes all records with just one entry, or it decreases the accuracy of the financial statements. What is the benefit of feeding data? When you're trying to feed data into the computer systems, then there's one point, if there's a checkpoint in it. I hope the question is visible right now. In this case, we have checkpoints. When we have checkpoints, then we have better things to do. Now, that means the checkpoints are really helpful in terms of accuracy, in terms of putting the entire data into work. You know? So in this case, the correct answer would be what? It automatically completes all the records with just one entry. In this case, one of the benefits is you just have to put that one entry, and everywhere, all the books which are related, the data is automatically updated. Right? Chaliye. Now moving on to the next point, everyone. This is, it automatically completes all the records of the feeding by feeding one entry into the computer. Which of the following is not a computerized accounting software available in the market? Tally ERP9, FlexCube, Excel, or QuickBook accounting software? Everyone, we are looking at among the following. This is all given in the book itself, everyone. So it's quite important. When we say which is not a computerized software, Tally ERP9 is, FlexCube is, and even QuickBook is. Excel is not among them. Excel is one of the areas where we prepare the books of accounts. So the answer is not Excel. Then Excel is not among these. Okay, just a moment. I think the answer. Chaliye. Now let's look at the next question, everyone. What functions do the listed accounting software perform? Only maintenance of regular books, maintenance of all statutory books, and generate reports on client feedback, or maintain employee records. See, employee records and all is definitely maintained by them. It is required to be maintained now because employees and all is already a part of the feeded area. But as I told you, just near the near the audit dates, na, these are long form audit reports are prepared through this. That means we need authenticated data. When we need the authenticated data, then we will ask them that you need to provide us more data for the work. That is to be covered in this area. When we're trying to cover this part, then what functions do the listed accounting softwares perform? They do the maintenance of all statutory books, and they generate various reports. They're not generating one report, but they're generating various statutory reports. Statutory means which are required by the law. Done? Which technology has made the remittances faster, everyone? Remittances means if I'm trying to send money to someone, which particular thing? Check truncation system. E-checks have definitely made it better. You know, the checks which are the truncation system has become very easier now due to the entire system of digitization. Automated teller machines, yes, even if I want to take out money from my account, I think it has become easier now. Real-time gross settlement, RTGS and NEFTs are also a very effective area. IMPS is also one of them. But normally it takes around 2 hours minimum to do the real time. Demand drafts at one point of time, they played a very important role. And yes, they played a very important role, but at only one point of time. So in this case, what's going to be the answer? It is RTGS, real time gross settlement. Okay, RTGS, NEFT, or the last one would be IMPS. Chaliye, now let's look at the next question. What are the standing instructions in terms of banking? Standing instructions has played a very important role, but it's a blessing. Most of the things that we can do today is because of standing instructions. For example, Netflix. For example, our our SIPs, our installments that we are paying. All those things are deducted from this era based upon the specific part of standing instructions. That means automatic deductions which are made after a certain period of time, right? It is to be covered in this area. Manual cash withdrawals, automatic account operations based on the customer instructions, monitoring bank branches or financial audits. What's going to be the answer? Done? So in this case, the correct answer is automatic account operations which are made. And these are actually good options even because due to this, we can definitely work in a easier way, and the standing instructions has made the entire e-banking possible and beneficial for everybody altogether, isn't it? Next question. Everyone, before we proceed further, have you already subscribed to our channel? If you haven't, then please hurry up and subscribe to it. Acha, this particular, the next marathon that I'm conducting will be based upon module B, everyone. Okay, so stay tuned. I'll be meeting you and updating you about the time of my next mini marathon as well. So be there in the next mini marathon where I'll be talking about module B. In the last module, I covered the module C. Okay, so just an update. The first was module A. The second that we did was module C. Now I'll be proceeding towards module B, and then we'll do the last part, that is module D. Right? Chaliye, now let's move on and study further. What is the result of the computerization and technological innovation in banking? It increased release in manual processes, decreased accessibility to banking services, introduction to automated teller machines, or longer banking hours. In this case, the correct answer would be introduction of ATM. This has definitely helped in terms of the entire computerization, and definitely I think my account can be updated at any point of time. There's no problem if I get the money out of my bank account. It is still something which is very safe to use. Okay, so this is it, everyone. But before I end my session, I would like to show you where to go if you're planning to purchase our courses, because you should definitely go ahead and look out for our courses. Our courses are currently available at 78% discount. If you are using our website now, then you will find it. This is Adda 24/7, www.adda247.com. Go into the area of JIB and CIB and check it out on JIB and CIB. There it is. Okay. Once you go onto the area of JIB and CIB, you will find all the details under JIB May 2024. Our numerical batches here, our crash courses are here, bilingual English medium, both the crash courses have begun, and at the same time our Mahapack is also available. So if you are planning to purchase any of these, then you should definitely go ahead. The crash course has already started, right? If you're planning to purchase the course, then another batch is also coming very soon. I'll give you the details of it as well. So if you have already started with your studies and you want to join the current batch, which is the crash course batch, then you can use the code Y541 everyone and apply the specific code, and you will get it for 4599. That is, you will get a 78% discount if you download our app first. So please go ahead and download our app and get our crash course right away. You will get the test series, you will get the class there, right? Recorded classes, ebooks and test series. All the ebooks of the JIB are covered here. Test series are given, all the test series of the different areas are covered here. In this case, topic wise MCQs are also given, right? This is one of the most beneficial areas that we would want, topic wise test, है ना? So all these things are available for you on our website, on our app. For further details, check it out right away and grab the offer. Hurry up everyone. Thank you so much for being there. Bye bye, take care, and we'll be meeting tomorrow at the same time.